your hand and cry to God and say, oh Lord, use my life to shame my enemies. I don't know if you understand that prayer point. The moment God starts to use your life to shame your enemies, despite all what they have said against you, despite all what they have done against you, despite the humiliation and the horrible things that you have witnessed from the enemies, God can move in a unique way and take you to a level whereby they will open their mouth and they will not be able to close it. The Lord used the life of Mordecai to shame Haman. Haman thought there was nobody like him, and he thought that Mordecai will die as a security man, but not knowing that God has a timetable for everybody. Tonight is your own time. Oh Lord, use my life to shame my enemies by fire. Jesus' name we have prayed. Let me just sound this one. It's a clarion call that is coming. Never you trust anybody now, because a lot of Christians, they always pour libation before they go to church. I'm telling you the gospel truth. You alone must know that you are serving God. The people you thought they are standing, they are not standing. The people you thought they are Christian, they are not Christian, they are Chris Lahab. Lift up your hand. Any power challenging my God, die! Open your mouth and pray. Any power, are you really? Jesus' name. Let me tell you, children of God, the race of life is not how strong you are. The race of life is not how tall you are. But I can tell you precisely that the race of life is how prayerful you are. If you can pray, no matter where the problem is coming from. The Lord said to my Lord, stay at my right hand until I make your enemy thy footstool. Those who said they will not bow, if you can pray, they will bow by force. Lift up your hand again. Take this one again. Every power of hand and concussion. Is somebody at home now? I want you to pray like a mad person. This is Africa, and Pure Fire is a ministry designed to suit African heritage, and that's why they don't like us. I in particular, that's why they don't like me, and I don't pray that they should like me. Because if they like me, then that is a compromise. Lift up your hand again. Every power of heart and concussion affecting my destiny, open your mouth and pray. Mandorobo Shakalia. Every power of heart and concussion affecting my destiny, die! Command that power to die. Aha! Aha! Jesus' name. Now the Lord said I should stop you. We are going to split the prayer point into two. And the Lord said I should give a little bit explanation. I don't think there is anybody here, even including myself, that enemy have not gone to forest to pick herbs to use against us. I've not seen that. Even the child that is in the womb, they have used it against. Talk less of you. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Now lift up your hand. You will cry like this. Every power of harm affecting my destiny. Open your mouth and pray. Kali mama. Jesus' name we pray. Let me announce to you, a battle, a great war is going on against you. I'm telling you, this is not a time to fold your hands. This is not a time of comfort. The time of comfortability, when it comes, you yourself, you will know. But before you enter into comfort zone, you must fight to enter. The man or the woman you see now, you don't know what he or she is doing in his closet or in her closet. Some people in their closet, they have pots that they can enter inside. Some people in their closet, they have caskets that they can slip inside to do all kinds of things. Some people in their closet, they bath with blood, but they can come out and smile. Lift up your hand again. You, the power of concussion affecting my life. Open your mouth and pray. Are you praying? Jesus' name I pray. Now point one of your finger to just direct it to your head like this. I want you to pray very well. You pray like this. Witchcraft load on my head. Some people, right from day one that they were born, witchcraft, they have placed a load on their head. Somebody washed you when you were born. Do you know the group or fraternity that person belonged to? Some of you, when you are growing, some people have used hand to rub your head. You may think maybe they are elderly people, they are just rubbing your head because you are a young person. Some, they can do it for evil purpose. As a result of that, they have placed load on so many people's head. I want to tell you that some people, you see them walking freely physically, but in the realm of the spirit, they carry 3-story building on their head. That's why life is unbearable for some people. That's why some people, they never find anything easy right from day one of their birth. Before they can get just a small breakthrough of 100 Ghana, they must fast and pray and bind and loose. Just use your hand like this as a point of contact. Make sure you do according to what I'm telling you, because this program is ordained by my Father, not my own imagination. The witchcraft load on my head, born to arches. Now, open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth. Yes. Jesus' name I pray. Lift up your two hands, we are still praying. Nobody can tell me that he or she is tired now because we have not even started. You are going to pray like this. I'm still expecting to see your holy madness, but it will come out now. You are going to pray like this. You, the power drawing people backward in my family. That power is not outside though. It's in your family, it's in my own family. The power that is drawing people backward. You can see some people in our family. Some of them have traveled to Germany, America. They've done all kinds of things. Before you know it, something will just happen. And the person will resort back to the person going back to the village, or everything will just come to an end. And that is what the person will be nursing. And that person will become somebody that they use a byword to qualify. And people will start to say, but this man was very rich before. You don't know him. This woman, she was enjoying life before. A power is responsible for that backwardness. Are you ready to pray? Or in your family, everybody, they are ever first? No, I must ask this question. They are ever first. This is Africa. You better pray. For the fact that things are rosy now, that some people, they have maturity date for them. Some, they may say, don't attack him or her now, wait for 2019, then you deal with the person. Some, they may say, wait for 2020 and you will build, you will buy, you will travel, everything will be going on. But they have just fixed that maturity dates. Exactly that year like this, everything will disappear. It's a power that is drawing people backward in my own family, not from another person's family. Open your mouth now. You see the reason why God gave you mouth? He said he is expecting to open it wide. When it comes to prayer, you can't open your mouth. You are joking. No, God will not hearken, because let the word of my mouth, Psalm 19 verse 14, and the meditation of my heart be acceptable. That's why Christianity is not a secret cult. It's reality, whereby you open your mouth and talk to him. You the power drawing people backward in my family. Open your mouth and pray. Talk to God. Are you praying accepting? Jesus' name we are praying. Beloved, you know, when it comes to prayer, I will never lie to you. I can only tell you that only 4 people are praying here. I'm telling you the gospel truth. At times I feel pity for some people. When they're supposed to pray, they thought maybe I have this amount of money in my bank account, I have this, I have that. It's a lie. I want to see your holy madness. Now begin to think of people who have made it in your family, and let me also start to think of people who have made it in my own family, in 70s or in 80s. Are they still existing, or are they still enjoying that wealth in this 21st century? At times we always say, oh, it's the economy, oh, it's the country. It's a lie. It's not the country. There are some powers where we are coming from that always pull people backward. Power that they don't like good things. Power that has vowed that you will not make it. Power that empty people. You are going to lift up your hand again. You the power in my family that has vowed that I will not make it. Open your mouth and pray. Yes. Jesus' name we are praying. Beloved, the problem of a man is not from outside. The problem of every man is from inside. I want to submit to you that you have not prayed. We are still just warming up. This is just a preamble. Beloved, there is no family in Africa that they don't have one thing that we call witchcraft cauldron. That is where your money is. That is where your wedding garment is. That is where all the houses you're supposed to build is inside. And for somebody to bring out that money from that witchcraft cauldron, you have to really pray. Now let me tell you, if a small girl like this is a witch in your family, don't ever dare and say this small rats. She can kill all of you. She can sell all the glory of everybody in a twinkle of an eye. Everybody will just be walking as if you are pouring water in a basket. Have you ever heard what is called cauldron before? It's something that is in the house of everybody in Africa. Witchcraft cauldron. It's in your family. It's in my own family. Patana, matana is there. That is what they use to take away all your blessing. Now you are going to pray like a mad person. You will cry like this. Some people, their whole body is inside that cauldron. And that's why you see some people, they will use all kinds of drugs. They will go to hospital all the time. They will just be growing lean. Because inside the cauldron, they suck the blood. Some people, no matter the amount of money you place on their palm, it's a waste of time. Because that your hand is inside cauldron already. So to do any great thing in life is a lie. Let them write any examination. Let them read all the books in this world. When they write, they will never pass. Until that person break that cauldron. Are you ready to break it? No, I can't hear. You know, it's a matter of choice. Hello? Because I will not lie to you. I tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. You know, at times I look at some of you, I laugh. Because some of you don't understand the mystery of life. Some of you, they have hung your life like this. And they will laughing. And the people who hang your life, she can be the person cooking for you. She can be the person trying to be sympathetic towards your predicaments. You are going to pray now. Are you ready to pray? Who told you that you are a pauper? Who is that person saying you too cannot build? Who is that person saying you too cannot buy car, or you can't be giving money to people and for donation, charity? It's because your money is being kept inside witchcraft cauldron. You are going to pray that day. Witchcraft cauldron! You have not prayed anything. How many of us are from the village here? God bless you. How many of us have seen so many atrocities in the village? Let me tell you, in the village you may see a small goat. You dare not touch the goat, because that goat, village goat can talk. I'm telling you. I've seen somebody in the village that beat a goat and go say, why are you beating me? Village, the witches, wizard in the village don't have hours or time of meeting. Their meeting is per second. And that's why when you live in the village, you see around 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, even in the afternoon, they are calling themselves for meeting. Maybe they have seen somebody that is going to get a breakthrough, maybe around 6 p.m. The word meeting, they scatter the everything. They lock it inside cauldron. You go to the meeting, nothing happened. Lift up your hand. Witchcraft cauldron! Holding my money! Open your mouth, break it. Yes. Jesus name. Take my word serious. And you know, I have a usual way when I talk in as if it's a casual thing. But those who have been with me for some time, they know when I start to say something, you will see it will not be long. Now listen, you are going to pray like this. Every plan of my family to kill me this year shall never stand. If where you are standing is not okay, if you want to move around, I want to see your only madness. Because let me tell you something. In Africa, in every family, it is a common phenomenon that they always wait that who is the next person that will go this year. That is African culture. Our own culture is not a culture whereby we say, what is the next innovation that we can bring to the world? But our own culture in Africa is that who is the next person that will go in this family? Now, you will not go. I will not go. Every plan of my family to kill me this year shall never stand. Yes! Jesus. If you take this 5 days program serious, before Thursday, you yourself will know that God has visited you. Take this one before we listen to the choir. But before you take this one, let me give you this explanation. In every family, there is always a mighty man there. It is the mighty man who always hand over people from that family to the kingdom of darkness. In every family, the mighty man can be a young girl. The mighty man can be a young man. At times we always make mistake that all old women are witches. It's a lie. Now pray this one. If I were you, I will roll my shirt. If I were you, I will off my shoe. If I were you, I would pray like a mad person. Mighty man in my family, fire and die. Open your mouth and pray. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Let's wait for that to happen. Let's wait for that to happen. Wonderful Holy Spirit, we thank you for the way you have moved in this first section, and the way you have revealed things to us, and the way you are going to fight for us in this prayer marathon. I lift up your children unto your hand, Holy Ghost. Let your power rest on them. The power to prevail, let it rest on them. The power to pray and pray through, let it rest on them. Before 9:30 tonight, let some people have testimony. Before some people walk out of this holy ground, let there be a testimony. Thank you, Lord, for your answer. Thank you for there is no one like you. In Jesus' unbeatable name, we have prayed. You may comfortably have your seat. I am telling you, as you are moving forward to fill the space, something is going to happen in your life. That vacuum in your life shall be filled. That vacuum in your life shall be filled. If you can pray, all the forces of darkness militating against you, they cannot do anything rather than for you to have more power than them. If you can pray. I quite remember, as the pastor said when we are in the bush, I decree, I said, no snake must ever come here. And I said, all you snake, wherever you are now, I don't want to see you again here. And throughout the period of time, I never set my eyes on a single snake. Hello? Hallelujah. And in the night, midnight, 3 a.m., I alone walk inside without any cutlass, without any torchlight. I move round everywhere, because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. If you want to be a prophet, go to the bush and experience what prophet experience. So tonight mark the beginning of a greater things in the life of the children of God. If you are told me, your amen will be dynamic. There is nothing prayer cannot do. Prayer can do all things. I'm telling you the gospel truth. There is nothing prayer cannot do, provided you believe in it. It's so sad that some Christians don't believe in prayer. They still have some shortcuts, and they still have some baba or some mama they go to visit, and they give them some concoction. Who made her? Jesus made her. For by him were all things created. For by him, visible and invisible, throne or dominion, principalities and power, they were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist. So if a fetish priest go out and pick leaf and pick coconut or cola nut or palm oil or palm kernel or anything, it is if Jesus approve it. Hello? If he did not approve it, it's a fallacy, because he made it. Get set, because the Lord is going to shake away all the dust of the devil. Thank you for the sun, the rain. Thank you for the deliverance from the world of sin and shame. Thank you for the mercy I never see before. Above all, I thank you for the Holy Ghost. Thank you for the sunshine. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the deliverance that you have done. Jesus, thanks a million. Jesus, thanks a million. Andoraba sopon dariba kriba siketun daraba seketen. Imbraba sekete dariba kriba seketan dariba sande. Ambraba seketen darama mama sen. Jesus, thanks a million. That you, I prophesy upon your life. Any power oppressing you will fall tonight. It is done. Give the Lord a mighty clap of him. You may comfortably have your seat. I say it is done. Tonight I'm talking on the subject title, Oppression Stopped by Fire. Oppression stopped by fire. Oppression stopped by fire. In these last days, a lot of believers are being oppressed. I can even say precisely that no mortal being living on the face of this earth, that he or she is not under oppression. And oppression is a terrible thing that the kingdom of darkness use to harass anybody. I want to put it to you tonight. Many of us sitting down here tonight, we have been oppressed spiritually because somebody has gone ahead to hire a shrine or a fetish priest or a fetish priestess against you. What was the motive behind it? And what was the purpose? To hire a shrine or a fetish priest or fetish priestess against you. The purpose is to oppress you spiritually. And that is why oppression is rampant. It's a common thing in the life of mankind. Now, spiritual oppression is so vivid and so common in the life of every mortal being living on the face of the earth. And that's why you see so many things, ugly things happens to beautiful people, handsome people, and they don't have answer to that thing. I remember vividly, almost about 22 years now, a guy was writing his final year examination, one of the best students in the engineering faculty of engineering, and he majored in electrical, one of the best students in faculty of engineering, University of Ife. He was writing his final examination and he ran mad. They tried to tame him, they could not tame him. They did all what they could do, the boy. And his father then was one of the high court judges. So somebody now dragged him and put him in the car and they brought him to the church. When they brought him to the church, the manifestation was so great that all the pastors were running away. And suddenly I appeared at the scene. I stood firm and I gazed at him. I was looking at him vividly, and you know what the spirit started saying? The spirit said, "You are different." And the spirit started mentioning all kinds of things. Say, you must be a Jupiter, you must be Mercury, you must be this. Then I said, "Come on, hold your peace." And I summoned some people. I said, "Grab him now." And when they grabbed, I said, "Hold the hand, hold the two legs." Then we started to rain prayer. and we started to deal with the oppression. That power oppressing a brilliant fellow who's supposed to come out with first class certificate, writing the final year examination, became mad. And after praying for 45 minutes without stopping, he gained back his consciousness. I handed him over to the woman who brought him. I said, take him back, let him go and complete his exam, and let him continue his life. But unfortunately, I don't know what really happened. Oppression comes in diverse ways, because I will give you in sequence so that you can understand. Hallelujah. They are oppressing you spiritually. You know, I don't know what happened. I told them, I said, the man is okay, the guy is okay, let him go back and start writing his examination. You know, his father said, no, I just want him to go and see a psychologist again. Do you know that his father too was under oppression? When you are under oppression, some certain things are bound to happen. Mistake is number 1. Frustration is number 2. Depression is number 3. Suicidal tendency is number 4. Frustration, have I mentioned it? Suicidal tendency, frustration, mistake, all these are part of the ingredient that oppression brings into your life. But oppression is something you must stand against. I have not seen a single motor being living on planet Earth that has not been oppressed. What is the essence of darkness? The essence of darkness is to oppress you. You know, when you are in darkness, you are not comfortable. You'll be jittery. Somebody want to offer you something, you will never have a time to, because it's completely dark. Now, what is the essence of people using spiritual power to attack you? Purpose is to oppress you. But tonight, all oppression stop in Jesus' name. This is the beginning of the journey. If you want to conquer the kingdom of darkness, the first thing you must conquer is oppression. Spiritual oppression is a powerful thing. It can lead to anything. It can lead to death. It can lead to mistake. It can lead to shame. It can lead to destruction. If people did not come to your aid, or you also did not quickly take a step to redeem yourself from that oppression. So spiritual oppression is everywhere. And that's why when you sleep in the night, they want to stab you. A cat will chase you. Or you find yourself in a horrible place. Is that they want to do all kinds of, or they want to force feed you. The purpose of this thing is to oppress you. Tonight, all spiritual oppression in your life comes to an end. When you start to conquer oppression, you start to win the race of life. But if you are unable to conquer oppression, people who understand what I'm saying knows what I'm saying. People who have experienced oppression, serious spiritual oppression, they know what I'm saying. When you start to experience it, the moment you start to conquer it, life will be meaningful. When oppression is in your life, insomnia is inevitable. You can't sleep. There's no amount of sleeping dose you take that sleep will come. And that is one of the things the kingdom of darkness loves to do. They oppress you spiritually. And they know that when they start to oppress you spiritually, your mind is in disarray. And everything about you, your mind has been fragmented. And they take advantage. So spiritual oppression, you must deal with it. Oppression must stop by fire. Oppression must stop by fire. I have not seen a single African man or African woman that has not been oppressed, or she has not been oppressed. No. I have not sinned. Your mother can oppress you if she's possessed or she belongs to another fraternity or carry another power. She will be oppressing you. Before you go for breakthrough meeting tomorrow, she cancel it in the night. You get there, everything will be frustrated. The moment oppression stop in your life, doors start to open. I see the children of God being liberated as from tonight. That's why some people said, I don't know when this battle of my life will come to an end. Tonight it will come to an end. Once you conquer spiritual oppression, you have peace. But if you have not conquered spiritual oppression, there is no peace. About 20 years ago, I was invited to one of the richest men in Nigeria, his house. And when I got to the house, I was so much amazed with the wealth that the man amassed. He had 4 sitting rooms, which they are different from each other's, and well furnished. The house is being regulated by remote controls and everything. Doors, gate everywhere. And when I entered into the house, the man came to me, one of the well-notable men in the society. And what happened? As beautiful as his wife is, the woman find it difficult to sleep in the night. He run around the whole house and say, somebody is chasing me. And money cannot stop it. Influence cannot stop it. And so many prayer warriors have been there, but this woman find it difficult. When it is night, the fear comes. And this woman will be running. The man will be running after her. Nobody is chasing. They are coming. They are chasing me. They are coming. They are about to take me. Then I prayed with the woman that night. But before I pray, I said, you need Jesus. I minister Christ to the woman. We just prayed just a simple prayer. Up to today, the woman never experienced that thing again. I can see some 17 people here tonight. There is peace in your life as from tonight. I can see 17 people here tonight. I can feel the presence of my Father. The one who sent me is here now. These 17 people, peace has come. This was how the woman was liberated. She was set free. You know, if people could not come to her aid, she can kill herself at that point. And that's why you can see that some people, before you see the next morning, they have committed suicide because of spiritual oppression. Oppression must stop by fire. When we use the word by fire, we mean by all means. It must stop in your life. All the rulers of darkness, I have to torment you. I command them to scatter. In the mighty name of Jesus. So that's number one thing you must consider. Spiritual oppression is common. Oppression is no respectant of any man. Oppression don't know you whether you are king, whether you are prophet, whether you are a minister, whether you are a teacher or a banker. Anybody can be oppressed. What about financial oppression? It can lead you to what you don't supposed to do. It can make you to become slave to the people that you don't supposed to become slave to. It makes financial oppression has made a lot of people to become a professional liars. People lie because they don't know the reason why. Because they are oppressed financially. They wanted to meet up, but the means to meet up was not there. And it has made a lot of people to enter into snare. And you see that in 2 Kings chapter 4, when the wife of the sons of the prophet ran to Elisha. And you saw what oppression did in that family. The man died as a debtor, and he could not pay the creditor. And the creditor came again. They came and oppressed their widow. And they said, we are going with these 2 sons of yours, because your husband was unable to pay the debt. So these 2 sons of yours will be our slave. And in that way, we use that to pay back what your husband accrued as what he was owing. Oppression. Now this woman thought it wise that deliverance must come from somewhere. And where will the deliverance come from? Deliverance must come from a prophet. Genuine, not the prophet in code. She ran to Elisha. And Elisha said, what do you have that can bail you out of this oppression? The woman said, I have just a small bottle of oil. Elisha said, that is enough. Oppression comes to an end. And you know what Elisha said? Go and borrow a vessel. And when you borrow a vessel, make sure you shut the door. The vessel shall be filled, and the vessels were filled. And suddenly the woman went back to Elisha. Elisha said, go and sell it. She sold it, and God liberated the woman out of financial oppression. So many people today are in deep financial oppression, which they don't even know what to do. As a result of that, some are looking for a way to come out. They are running from fire, from fry pan to fire. When oppression comes, God is the only one that can bail you out. What about ministerial oppression? You want to work for God, you want to do the work of God, and you said oppression will not come upon your life. Forget it. It will come in all areas. It can come through your wife, through your children. It can come through your members. What is the way out? And that's why you see some people practicing the work of God, but they still have association with some fraternity, and their hand can never be good. It's always a serious destruction. It's either they die or they kill people because of the oppression. Nothing you do on earth that oppression will not come. What about business oppression? So many businessmen, so many businesswomen in these last days, they find it difficult to sleep now. They've brought good from so many places, but customers are not coming. They've tried all the advert, people are not buying. They use money, they collected money and used their house as collateral to get money from the bank, but customers are not coming. You think that man will sleep? That woman can never sleep. The devil knows ways how he can oppress Mutabin. What about Adam and Eve? Oppression made them to fall in the garden. How did they fall? The devil came in a subtle way and threw a question to the woman. He said, God said, you must not eat from all the trees here. Can you see how the devil oppressed people? The devil did not know the particular tree that God said they should not eat. But he came in a crafty way by throwing a question. When people want to get you, some of you, they got you through the word of your mouth. And the devil said, the Lord told you that you should not eat from all the trees. And instead of the woman to put 2 plus 2 together, then she opened up and said, no, the Lord did not say all the tree. The Lord said this particular tree. The devil said, you know, the Lord knew that the day you eat from this particular tree, your eyes shall be open. The devil caught the woman, and she went ahead to pluck it. The devil did not pluck it. The woman plucked it herself. She ate it and kept some from her husband. And when the man too came, he swallowed it. The woman oppressed the man, and they made a mistake, and they fell like a pack of cards. Oppression made people to fall. I'll show you, because we shall consider scripture before we start to pray. Oppression degrades people, strip people of their honor. Oppression, it brings people from the top down to the grass. I prophesy tonight, any power oppressing you, that power must die tonight. I prophesy again, any power oppressing you, that power must die tonight. In the name of Jesus. Make comfortably at this. What about marital oppression, which is rampant in these last days? And before you know it, you see this marriage is at the point of divorce. Before you know, you see that marriage at the point of divorce. And the couples could not sit down and be wise and realize that something is behind this thing. I pray for you now. Whosoever is oppressing you, thunder locate the person. Thunder locate the person. Thunder locate the person. You may comfortably have your seat. That is always a sign that anything that God has approved for the prophet to do. It is a moment of refreshing. Moment of refreshing. Moment of refreshing. Now, this mate kept on doing this thing. But one day, a pastor visited the family. And you know what? The pastor said, "What is your mission in this house?" And the mate started shaking. While she was shaking, she started confessing that I am the brain behind all the problem in this marriage. I always make master to beat madam, and this is what I always do. I did this, I did that, then this is one of the things I did. Then she brought out the slippers, where she tied the slippers. Somebody has taken something, your underwear, your shirts, or cut part of your hair, or they have taken something that belongs to you and you cannot find it. Wherever they have sent it, in order to oppress you, thunder destroy the place. In the mighty name of Jesus. That is what this oppression must stop. Oppression must stop by fire. Oppression must stop by fire. What about demonic oppression? The last one. When the demon is harassing you, even though you are intelligent, you behave as if you are not intelligent. Remember in the book of Mark chapter 4, verse 35, my master said to his disciple, Jesus Christ, he said, let us go to the other side. Now listen to me. Anytime you want to go to the other side of life, the other side that is prosperity, the other side that is fame, the other side that is joy, oppression will come. And while they were going to the other side, Jesus was sleeping in the boat. Storm came in order to make the boat to go down, and all of them will capsize. Now you know what happened. Jesus stood, rebuked the storm, and suddenly mighty things happened. Who did that thing? A demon in another town that Jesus was about to approach. That demon saw what is going to happen, and the demon started fighting them on the sea. Every demon assigned to be blocking your way, thunder fire scatter them. And when Jesus crossed to the other side, there was a man in that city called Gadarene. The man was a madman who was born from a wealthy family, and he decided not to live with his father, with his mother, but he started sleeping at the cemetery. Hallelujah. He was sleeping at the cemetery on the tomb of somebody. And when he saw Jesus, the demon inside him screamed. That demon has been oppressing the man. Every demon oppressing you, fire chase out the demon. Every demon oppressing you, fire destroy the demon. Jesus stepped in and that man was relieved, delivered from oppression. Tonight, that same Jesus is here. That same Jesus sent me. If you can pray, oppression stop in your life. Rise up like a shepherd. Wherever they have higher power against you, something will happen. If you are told your amen will be dynamic. I'm happy because of the showers, because the weather is cool now. Spiritual oppression. The level is very, very low. Talk to God. Talk to God. Talk to God. Pray. 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 Because tonight something great is going to happen. All you powers, the level is too low. All you powers oppressing my life, die! Open your mouth and pray. Talk to God. Talk to God. That is it. That is it. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Aha. 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 Talk to God. 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 Aha. Mandorobo sotolobo sote. Yekelelelelele. Yembrobo sotelelele. Yembrobo. Yendelebobo sote. That is it. That is it. That is it. Jesus' name. I want everybody to look at me now. This second prayer point, I beg you pray it very well. You open your mouth like this. Family idol. The level is too low. Family idol. Oppressing my life. Die. Open your mouth. Aha. Aha. Talk to God. 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 Jesus Lord, we pray. The Lord said I should tell 23 people here that what they have done against you in your family, that thing has backfired now. Lift up your two hands again. You cry like this. Evil oppression. The level is too low. Evil oppression. Go back to your sender. Now. Open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth. Aha. Go back. 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 Aha. 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 Yes. 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 That is it. 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 Aha. 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 Prima. Yendoro sekolo baba sata. Yampo popo yekele popo yekele. Jesus. If you have been expecting something for the past 2 years and that thing has not touched your hand, after these prayer points, that thing will touch your hand. But I want you to pray very well. If I were you, I would pray like a mad person. And this is a prayer point. Witchcraft oppression. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Die! Open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth. Aha! Aha! Witchcraft oppression. Witchcraft oppression. Aha! That is it. Pray, 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 pray. Aha! Aha! That is it. That is it. That is it. Witchcraft oppression. Witchcraft oppression. Witchcraft oppression. Die! 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 Aha! Look at it. 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 Aha! 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 That is it. Come on. 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 Aha! Yes. 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 Die! Open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth. Witchcraft oppression. Witchcraft oppression. Witchcraft oppression. Die! 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 Aha! 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 Yes! 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 Jesus, Lord, open!
you will get that thing. Lift up your two hands. You are still praying. You are going to shout. You say, fire of God. The level is too low. Say, fire of God. Fight for me now. Open your mouth and pray. Open your mouth and pray. Fire. Open your mouth. 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 Jesus' name.
The Lord said, there are some set of people here. They always have evil visitation, especially in the night. And the Lord said, because of them, He raised that prayer point. They will not come again. Lift up your hand again. Fire of God! You can see the way I call my home. I want you to be violent. Fire of God! Fight for me now! Open your mouth and pray!
Yes. Jesus' name.
We have 3 dangerous prayer points before we close. Lift up your two hands.
Whosoever is oppressing my life, open your mouth and pray. Open your mouth and pray. Are you praying? Are you praying? Are you praying? Open your mouth. 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 Yes. 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 That is it. 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 That is it
Ghost. Lift up your two hands.
Whosoever is planning to kill me, open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth, open your mouth. Aha. Open your mouth and pray. Open your mouth and pray. Open your mouth and pray. Aha. 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 Whosoever is planning to kill me, whosoever is planning to kill me, die. Open your mouth. 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 Aha. 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 Talk to God. 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 Jesus' name. I prophesy you will not die. I say you will not die. I say you will not die. I say you will not die. Lift up your hand and pray the last prayer point. I will know whether you really need it. And I will know whether you love yourself. Lift up your two hands and cry like this. Oh God of prosperity, I need my home now. By fire, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Aha. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh God of prosperity! Aha! 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 That is it! That is it! That is it! That is it! Open your mouth! Open your mouth! Open your mouth! Yes! Please open your mouth and pray! Open your mouth and pray! Oh God of prosperity! Oh God of prosperity! Oh God of prosperity! I need my home! Thank you, Jesus! Thank you, Jesus! Thank you, Father! In Jesus' beautiful name, we have prayed. As this rain is coming down, whether your enemy like it or not, you will prosper. As this rain is coming down, whether you yourself like it or not, you will prosper. Oh God of prosperity! Oh God of prosperity! Rain your prosperity on your children! Oh God of prosperity! Oh God of prosperity! As from tonight, with this sign, rain your prosperity on your children. As from today, 10th of March, your life will never dry again. As from today, 10th of March, your life will never dry again. I repeat for the last time. As from today, As from tonight, you are marching forward. As from tonight, you are marching forward. As from tonight, backward never, forward ever. Any power in your family that is bringing people backward, I command the power to die. It is well with you. In Jesus' unbeatable name.